Young Thug's life has been a roller coaster, filled with highs and lows that leave fans constantly on the edge of their seats. Just when it seemed like his career could go off the rails entirely, shocking news broke that left everyone wondering, is Young Thug really free, or is this just a brief pause in an ongoing saga? The drama surrounding his legal battles, the twists in his story, and the looming echoes of his past make this a tale worth diving into. Get ready, because the revelations about Young Thug will have you questioning everything you thought you knew about the man behind the hits. Young Thug's journey took a dramatic turn when he faced a monumental challenge in May 2022. The Fulton County District Attorney unleashed a staggering 56-count RICO indictment targeting him and members of his label, Young Stoner Life Records, or YSL. The prosecution aimed to paint YSL as a notorious street gang, alleging that they operated as a criminal enterprise involved in violent crime and drug trafficking in Atlanta. This bold legal move sent shockwaves through the music industry and ignited intense media coverage. As the case unfolded in the courtroom, the narrative began to show cracks. The prosecution's attempts to define Thugger as a dangerous figure met with a fierce legal battle from his defense team, who argued that the charges were not only exaggerated but also fundamentally flawed. The indictment wasn't just a legal issue, it became a cultural flashpoint, sparking a broader conversation about artists, street culture, and the blurred lines between artistry and criminal accusations. With each passing court date, the tensions escalated. Public scrutiny intensified, especially as details emerged about the lives of those involved. The indictment wasn't solely about the charges, it brought into focus the realities of life in the music scene, the pressures of fame, and the stark consequences that sometimes accompany it. As the trial loomed closer, the stakes were raised higher, leading many to wonder how Young Thug would navigate this treacherous landscape. Would he succumb to the weight of the allegations, or would he defy the odds and emerge rehabilitated from this ordeal? The drama that unfolded in the courtroom hinted at a much larger story simmering beneath the surface, one that challenged perceptions and left fans thirsting for answers. Amid this chaotic backdrop, anticipation grew. What would be the next twist in Young Thug's captivating saga? The breakthrough. In a stunning twist of fate, Young Thug netted a breakthrough that left fans and critics alike questioning everything they thought they knew about the high-stakes trial. After months of deliberations, unexpected developments arose when the defense highlighted glaring mistakes made by the prosecution. Legal experts began to speculate on the possibility of a significant ruling that could change the course of the trial. The buzz intensified during a routine hearing, where the judge expressed concerns about the prosecution's approach and indicated the potential for a mistrial due to significant procedural errors. Even seasoned lawyers in the courtroom found themselves astonished that such critical oversights could manifest during such a pivotal case. This misstep gave Young Thug's legal team an invaluable opportunity to craft a narrative that could swing the jury's perception. The tide shifted rapidly, instilling hope among supporters even as the prosecution scrambled to contain the damage. As soon as the courtroom drama escalated, whispers echoed throughout social media and news outlets. Young Thug could actually have a fighting chance to reclaim his freedom. His fate, once hanging in the balance, suddenly seemed less desperate, igniting excitement among fans who believed in his resilience. The stark contrast between imminent doom and newfound hope left everyone on the edge of their seats. How far would this breakthrough take him? But that wasn't the only surprise awaiting him. Georgia's mistakes. As the Young Thug trial unfolded, a cloud of confusion enveloped the courtroom, driven by a series of blunders from the prosecution. Legal experts and fans alike were quick to point out a staggering 45 missteps committed by the state throughout the proceedings. These errors weren't mere footnotes, they actually created significant complications, leading many to speculate about the possibility of a mistrial. Often, the importance of procedural accuracy can't be overstated, especially in high-stakes cases like this. Among the most glaring errors was the mishandling of evidence, leading defense attorneys to question the legitimacy of the entire case. Questions arose regarding witness credibility and testimony integrity, crucial elements in securing a conviction. With every misstep, the prosecution's case became more fragile, painting a picture of a trial fraught with potential pitfalls. Public conversations ignited, speculating about whether these blunders were intentional or indicative of larger systemic issues within the Georgia legal system. As the defense seized the opportunity presented by these mistakes, it became clear that Georgia's judicial process had moments where it stumbled, giving young Thug a fighting chance in a battle where the odds were stacked against him. But that wasn't the whole story. It hinted at a deeper issue within the state's approach to high-profile trials. As the trial progressed, attention shifted not just to the defendant but to the overarching implications for justice in Georgia. Could these blunders lead to a re-evaluation of how such cases are handled moving forward? Trial shocker. The trial took an unexpected turn on Halloween 2024, a date that would soon be etched in headlines. Rumors began to swirl that young Thug was contemplating a plea deal. Initially, it seemed unreal. Could the rap sensation, often viewed as an indomitable force, be considering a concession to his charges? Inside the courtroom, tension built as young Thug's defense team weighed the pros and cons. They were facing an uphill battle, and the reality of a lengthy prison sentence loomed over them like a dark cloud. Witnesses had come forward, and evidence was mounting, but what Thugger did next would send shockwaves through the legal community. In a strategic move, the rapper admitted to having associations with gang activities but controversially distanced himself from being the ringleader. This admission seemed calculated, almost like chess, as it allowed him to retain some level of credibility while reducing the potential fallout. The stakes were high, and he knew it. This could either be his saving grace or a colossal mistake. What happened next left many in disbelief. By anchoring his plea with conditions that left the door open for future artistic endeavors, young Thug demonstrated that he was not done fighting. And just when it looked like he might be placing all his chips on the table, whispers emerged that the prosecution was faltering, leading observers to wince at how a plea deal could become an overwhelming length of probation instead of time behind bars. However, the plan came at a cost. While avoiding prison time meant he could maintain his public presence, the challenge would shift toward navigating the limitations of probation. The trial was not just a legal battle, it was a critical turning point that reshaped not only his legal standing but also his entire career trajectory. The stakes were raised, and the world awaited the fallout. As young Thug prepared to step back into the limelight, the question lingered: how would he redefine himself after the courtroom drama? The sentence. Rather than the harsh prison time many had predicted, the court presented young Thug with a surprisingly lenient sentence. Instead of serving years behind bars, he was offered a lengthy probation period, which left many in disbelief. Thugger stood firm, refusing to admit any wrongdoing, a strategic decision that maintained his reputation and potentially protected his future endeavors in music. This unexpected turn of events not only spared him from a life of confinement but also opened a door to reclaim his artistry once more. As the shockwaves of this decision reverberated through the industry, it became clear that this was not just a legal victory but a second chance for young Thug to redefine himself. With new music on the horizon and a fresh perspective on life, he found himself at a crossroads where the past lingered, but hope for the future shone brighter than ever. As word spread across social media, fans awaited how young Thug would navigate his surprising homecoming. Stepping out into a world that had changed drastically since his legal troubles began, he was met with a mix of anticipation and skepticism. The streets and venues that once buzzed with his music now hummed with whispers about his future. The first thing on everyone's mind was the rumored fallout with his longtime collaborator Gunna. Some accused Gunna of being disloyal, labeling him a snitch for cooperating with authorities during his own legal battle. As young Thug emerged from court, the tension in their relationship couldn't be ignored. Would he reconcile with his old friend, or had the rift grown too wide for repair? Young Thug's presence reignited discussions about his artistry and influence. Fans debated whether he could reclaim his throne amidst the ever-evolving rap scene. His legendary status had been challenged, but his determination to tell his story would define this next chapter. In interviews post-release, he he expressed gratitude for a second chance while teasing new music that delved into his experiences over the past few years. Even with the weight of strict probation hanging over him, he viewed this period as an opportunity for growth rather than a setback. "This isn't just about me anymore," he stated passionately, hinting at community initiatives he hopes to embark on, allowing him to reshape his image. As his first live performance approached, anticipation reached a fever pitch. Would fans embrace him with open arms, or would echoes of doubt linger in the crowd? The stage awaited, and so did a world eager to see what Young Thug could bring next. The past may have shaped him, but the future was still unwritten, leaving fans wondering if this would be a triumphant return or just another chapter of uncertainty. Young Thug's story is more than just a tale of legal battles and courtroom drama, it's about a man navigating the tumultuous waters of fame, identity, and redemption. With his recent freedom comes a profound opportunity for reinvention. As he steps back into the spotlight, he faces not only the challenge of re-establishing his career but also redefining his legacy. The path is fraught with obstacles, especially with lingering rumors about relationships and past decisions. Will he use this second chance to transform his life and influence positively? The world is watching, and as fans speculate on what's next, one thing is certain: Young Thug is not just a survivor of the system, he could become a beacon of change, proving that even the deepest struggles can lead to a powerful comeback. What lies ahead for this enigmatic artist will keep audiences hooked, raising questions and hopes alike. Can he truly break free from the chains of his past and emerge as a new force in the music industry? Only time will tell.